100%. The king grape of Penedès. Looking for the expression of the limestone. Xarel, it's difficult to grow in the highest elevations. Why? Because it's the first one to wood break, and there is a risk of frozen. So we find the Xarelus plots on the slopes of Moment mountains, where the altitude is around 400-500 meters above the sea level. Here we vinify around 30% of the blend of the Xarelu. It's aged and fermented in concrete tanks. Concrete tanks potential this minerality, you know. While we were walking, you find phenol. Phenol,
yeah.
It's well present. Xarel has this expression of the Mediterranean herbs, and for me, phenol is one of them. And on the palate, you can feel that it's a serious wine, volume, long taste, and you keep the minerality and the salinity preserved on the palate. No?
And Xarel, this 24 is very nice, very expressive, very fresh, you know, easy drinking, fantastic balance, very nice wine.
Totally agree.
Okay, what we are going now?
Now we are going to test the La Rosa. La Rosa is a co-maceration with the two king grapes of Penedès. Xarel as a white grape and Sumoi as a red grape. We see these two grapes has amazing potential. We see that are the two kings of Penedès. Super well adapted to the soil, super well adapted to the climate. And both has the potential of showing the terroir and the minerality of our soils. Even in the sparkling wines, in the still wines, and rosé. No?
Yeah, rosé, easy drinking.
And here we decide to co-macerate both grapes all together. The Sumoi and Xarel. Here the blend, the co-maceration is 40% of Xarel and 60% of Sumoi. Where we keep it on the press for a couple hours, because Sumoi is the Nebbiolos from Penedès. Because it has this acidity, this tannin that can remind this type of profile of grape. No? Very Mediterranean rosé, fresher. Also on the aromas, herbaceous. It is not super fruity. It's
not super fruity, but it's fruity, you know, it's enough to, like a cherry, you know, some like to taste and eat one.
And you have the sense that you're drinking a serious wine, because it's really, it's rich, you know. Because
Garnacha Blanca.
Garnacha Blanca is the second vintage, the first vintage that we produce this wine. We found one of two plots actually here in the highest altitude, even it's around 700 meters. Garnacha Blanca is a grape that was planted in Penedès. It's not that frequent to find it now. And we found two plots here in Plana Manlleu and Carol, that are two towns that are very close to Can Sumoi, that we decided to vinify separately, and we really like the profile of Garnacha Blanca of altitude. No? Garnacha Blanca from Mediterranean usually gets more concentrated body and also aroma, and here is more floral, more aromatic, and it's lighter. And it's not as that bitter as other Garnacha Blancas that you find in.
Because usually Garnacha Blanca have low acidity.
Acidity and alcohol.
Alcohol,
concentration of sugar is high. Here we are talking about the alcohol percentage is around 12.
12, yeah.
So here the vinification is made with indigenous grape, working very well the details, very clean as all the Can Sumoi. No? Adding a little bit of sulfur in the very sensitive moment, that is after pressing and before bottling. No? After that we are working with inert gas as nitrogen and some batonnage that also with the lees that it helps to the wine to be more protected. No?
Nice. But I like very much your design and the bottles and everything. It's very, very simple and very nice.
We found what we call damajuanas. Damajuanas, that is these small bottles that they used to keep the wine. No? And how Can Sumoi is a project of recuperation, we want to recover this original shape that they used to bottle. No?
It's very nice.
The ancestral Montonega. This is the second sparkling wine of Can Sumoi. It's another profile here is ancestral method. There is only one fermentation compared to Montaña. There are two. And here, as I said before, Can Sumoi is a project of recuperation. Also, not only the state, also the indigenous grapes. Montonega is a clone it's a grape that is closer genetically to Parellada. This was almost forget in the highest elevation of Penedès. Why? Because Montonega, compared to Parellada, the yield is very, very low. When the Cava boom, they prefer it and they planted Parellada on the valley of Penedès to get higher yields, higher production. And they forgot about this grape in the highest elevation where Can Sumoi is. So we decide to produce the ancestral Montona that is actually a single vineyard from that two plots that are in front of Can Sumoi that are facing to the Mediterranean Sea. Where we vinify as ancestral method, there is only one fermentation, and the characteristic is a fresher, lighter, sparkling wine with one fermentation. Here the alcohol is 10.5. That's easy though. 24 was a very concentrated year because it was very, very dry. And what we do here is we bottle while it's fermenting, and we keep it 4 months on the lees, and then we degorge it. We bottle when there are around 18-19 grams per sugar of residual sugar, because we get this higher pressure, because when we degorge it we keep the bubbles for longer, no? And yeah, that's the ancestral method. What we taste now or now? Jordi, we are tasting Can Sumoi Montaña 2024. This is the first traditional method sparkling wine that we produce in Can Sumoi. This is made with the oldest Xarel·los from of Montmell area, that is the wildest area of Penedès. And our commitment is to collaborate with the farmers from the area and give it back the value that they deserve. We purchase the oldest Xarel·los and oldest Macabeus from the area.
It's the Xarel Macabeu,
exactly, more or less is 50%. Different profile of other regions of Penedès. Exactly. Yeah. More fruity. It's amazing. Fruity, but it's not sweet. But very well integrated bubbles with this fresh sparkling wine from high altitude. Crazy fresh, And what we see in Can Sumoi Montaña is made with a Grand Crus of Xarel·los and Macabeus from Montmell area. No, that area that was abandoned. But we saw when we discovered Can Sumoi that these fantastic plots that we want to recover and preserve for as long as we can. No, collaborating with the farmers and friends from Montmell area. So with Pepe we decided last year to make this traditional method that we call Montaña. Montaña means mountain because it's Montmell mountains.
And how is aging?
12 months.
12 months.
Yeah. And here we look for. There is no other sparkling wine in Penedès that is that young, that has these well integrated bubbles and this fruity aroma.
It's crazy, yeah.
You know?
I like it very much.
Other sparkling wines, the ancestors different profile of tasting. Raventos is more mineral, the Blenda Blanc is more more minerality. It is fruity.
Fruity and kind of wild. No, like when you taste
but it. But very elegant.
Very elegant.
Exactly.
And tell me how it's dosage. It's
this vintage is extra brut with 3-4 grams
sugar.
But you don't feel it
at all.
No, exactly.
No. You don't feel it that even that is sweet. It's super well balanced, fresh.
No, it's not sweet at all. It's just fresh.
And how much sugar is there?
3-4 grams. Yeah. And tell me, for first realize how much bottle you make of this.
We have a big commitment with this wine.
What mean that?
It's this vintage we produce around 60,000 bottles.
Wow, okay. Yeah.
It's a big commitment to the territory. You know, we want to help as much as possible farmers.
Is it on the market?
Yeah. We just released it last month in October.
Really? And are you satisfied for the reaction? Do you have any reactions?
The feedback is really good from the importers and customers, and we are really happy with it.
It's a new wine.
Single vineyard.
Single vineyard, yeah. I never tasted
this. This is the commitment of Can Sumoi.
Okay.
this is the wine that we want to pour on worldwide as a grape of Sumoi. As I said, commitment of Can Sumoi is working with the Sumois, and as Can Sumoi is the house of Sumois, we want to recover this grape because we see that it has immense potential, and this is why we have been micro-verifying all the single vineyards separately since the 17. Okay, and this is the new vintage that we just released it last week. Vintage.
Last week. Oh, we are first of one, huh?
Yeah.
Thank you for this.
We are pioneers.
What a nice color.
And this is pionirka.
Ima je marabou.
Ja kažem Cico lezi.
Lezi.
Cica nije mogla da legne, ona sela.
Ja imam marabou, to hoćeš bre.
Can you explain?
Cica nosa veliki ranac.
Sumoi, as I said, is Nebulous from Penedès.
Okay.
Sumoi by itself. Wildest,
Jako lepo nos.
wild fruit, herbaceous.
Herbaceous, yeah.
The body is lighter but very deep, long taste. The tannins, you feel it, but you see the immense potential that it has for aging as well. This is why I reminds to some Barolos and some.
Boga mi, lep džemić.
Ali ima lepu kiselinu. Very nice acidity, you know. Fresh. Tannins is there, you know, but it's juicy.
Yes, juicy.
Very juicy.
Džemić.
O, nikako ga mljackamo.
Džemo, voli džem.
Džemo.
Voli, bra.
A voli. Kako voli.
Vintage 22 was a very, very dry vintage.
How is aging for this wine?
I mean, we believe that Sumoi can age for years and years.
No, how it's aging up?
Here it's 18 months on the barrel, on the chestnut barrel, and 18 months on the bottle.
In the bottle.
In the bottle. But I mean, we can keep it on the bottle for years because it has this acidity and tannin that has.
I like this chestnut style, you know.
Yeah.
It's a give more purity to the fruity of the wine, you know, expression of the wine.
We really love the chestnut barrel because it's very neutral. It respects a lot the Sumoi. And it potentials.
I never heard that the chestnut barrel.
Yes, me neither.
I think in Istria they use some producer chestnut, but this is
it's so elegant, you know. It's not
very elegant.
Exactly.
With the oak.
And it potentials the grape at itself. That is what we are looking for.
Yeah, nice.
Is that what we get from
the first
the plot that we
just passed through? Yeah.
But Pepe, in 2013, that was one of the best vintage of the last 30 years of Penedès, as we define what used to be a normal vintage. Rainfall was the time that we harvest the Clos del Serral and Clos Petit almost late September with a really good balance. So we decide to micro-pinify this small part.
This small part over here. Okay.
You see that it's very different.
Yeah, because of
no sun, less sun compared to Clos del Serral, more to the north. And this row is Cerelo, and 3-4 rows is Sumoi, the two king grapes of Penedès. So we decide to pinify the Clos Petit separately. 400 liters, 500 bottles.
Okay.
Of the best vintage of the last 30 years.
Wow.
And I would like to share it with you.
Thank you. Strava.
Tens la l'obridor?
Au, ben să pișchi. Ček strava. 159 od 406.
Da. Trekker je 159, a od ove, što kaže Vlad, 496, 2013. 2013, I think the decanter was 99 points, you know, how I remember was the best sparkling wine that year, yeah.
In 2009 that we only bottled Magnums, 800 Magnums.
Oh, we like Magnums. Don't do this for us.
Kako može?
Može se.
Može.
Evo ga Gari Visokak.
Gari Visokak 2. To je kad sam mu prodao ovu, kad sam mu prodao brand.
Ne možda koristi.
A može. Yummy.
What you say, you approve?
Yeah, it's good.
It's good, huh?
I prefer the Blanda Blancs.
Ti bastante culo, no show. Gracias.
Don't be shy.
No.
You seem shy, but you're not shy.
I
You're
know.
not shy at all. You're just decent. Thank you for this.
Živjeli.
Živjeli.
This is the best part of the visit.